big balls, big balls, big balls. For those of you who don't know what that has to do with the movie, you've clearly not watched this movie. For those of you who want to know what this has to do with the movie, I am not going to explain it. I'm just going to say big balls, big balls, big balls. Okay, this movie starts out with Woody Harrelson having a quickie with Caitlin Olsen. And then he goes to a basketball game and goes all WWE on Ernie Hudson. He hits him with a chair, he comes off the ladder, puts him into a table, and then he gets arrested for drunk driving. So he didn't have to feel those WWE moves because he crashed into the back of a police car. And that's when he gets sentenced to community service coaching the Friends basketball team, which is a group of mentally disabled basketball players, which Darius, the one player, refuses to work with him. All the rest of the players will work with him. As he quickly realizes they've all got their quirks. Not quarks or cues, because this isn't Star Trek. Though we kind of wish it was. So he quickly gets Johnny to take a shower. And then he convinces Caitlin Olsen, who's Johnny's older sister Alex, to take them on their road games because they got kicked off the bus. The public transportation bus. Because of throwing things, singing, talking, and a guy puking on another lady. Which is always fun. And so that's how this movie goes. Basketball games and Woody Harrelson boinking Caitlin Olsen. You'd think they'd get someone closer to Woody Harrelson's age or someone closer to Caitlin Olsen's age. But nope, they're just going to throw them together and have a December, October, maybe September romance. Let's see, Caitlin Olsen is in her 40s. Woody Harrelson is in his 60s or 70s now. I don't know, he's an old man. He uses a walker. He uses a hearing aid. He bashes people with a cane. Anyways, as he grows to love these basketball players and teaches them to be more like a team, we see them winning more. And we see Caitlin Olsen and Woody Harrelson's romance playing out more. Until one night, Johnny invites Woody Harrelson over for Meatloaf Monday. At which point, it all blows up. And by it all blows up, I mean they nuked Des Moines, Iowa. Which we all won't miss because it's Des Moines, Iowa. I mean, hell, they could nuke all of Iowa. I don't think any of us would miss it. So Caitlin Olsen and Woody Harrelson break up. Johnny is pissed at Woody Harrelson for boinking his sister and then breaking up with her. And so Cousin Tina has to fix the situation. And Cousin Tina is the only female on the team, and her name is Cousin Tina, who she's a cousin to probably all of them. Because she's like black people, she's a cousin to everybody. Haven't you ever been around black people? They're like, that's my cousin. And they're like, that's my cousin. And then they're like, that's my cousin. Literally, they're pointing out every black person in the room as their cousin. It's like, how do they get married? Do they just marry their cousin? Yes, that was a little racist, but I've been around black people. That's literally what they do. So, Caitlin Olsen and Woody Harrelson kind of mend their relationship, though they don't go back to having sex. Cousin Tina mends Johnny's relationship with Woody Harrelson, And Woody Harrelson, whose name is Marcus Marikovich, gets this offer to coach in the NBA in Seattle. And everybody's pissed off that he's leaving for Seattle after the season. But they made it to regionals, which are in Winnipeg. But Benny, the one basketball player, got fired from his job as a dishwasher at a restaurant. So Caitlin Olsen and Woody Harrelson shake down his boss to get the money to go to regionals. And they all go to regionals. And antics ensue. And then they have the big game. And Woody Harrelson gives his big pep talk at halftime because the Friends are down by 15 points, which is actually a lot in basketball. We're not just talking a couple of touchdowns here like in football. We're talking quite a bit in basketball. But since it's been shown as being kind of even in the second half. But they come back, and they're a point away from tying, 2 points from winning, and they decide to have Johnny do his pick and roll. But Johnny throws the ball to Showtime, who shoots it backwards over his head from the three-point line. And it misses, but hits the rim. So they all celebrate because he hit the rim finally. And they realize they're all champions because that's what Woody Harrelson told them. And Johnny moves into a group home. Caitlin Olsen disappears into Hawaii. Woody Harrelson decides to coach a high school or college team in Des Moines. And everyone lives happily ever after. Except for the Friends, who now have to deal with Sonny as their coach and runs them ragged. And Des Moines, which is now a nuclear radiation zone. This movie is actually really funny, and I didn't go into half of it. I don't really feel that good. But, as you can tell from my voice, and it is hilarious. It is on Peacock. It's called Champions, and it's hilarious. Just absolutely hilarious. So check out Champions on Peacock. And remember, nuke Des Moines.